let's talk about something so many of us have felt, that sudden thumping feeling in your chest when you get worried or stressed out. So what's actually happening inside our bodies when that happens? Well, we're gonna get into it.
You know that feeling, right? Maybe you're running late or you just got some surprising news, and all of a sudden you're super aware of your own heartbeat, just pounding away a little faster than you'd like. It's a really common, totally human experience.
And here is the most important thing to hear, right off the bat. This is a completely normal reaction. It is not a sign that something is wrong. In fact, it's a sign that your body is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And the best part? You absolutely have the power to manage it. All right, so first up, let's just talk about that sensation itself. What does it actually feel like? And what does it mean when your heart starts going like that? Think of it like this. Your emotions don't just stay in your head, right? They create very real, very physical feelings in your body. That racing heart, that's just a direct physical signal that you're feeling some emotional pressure. It's basically your body's way of talking to you.
So what's the science behind all this? Well, it all boils down to this incredible ancient alarm system that's built right into every single one of us.
You know, it doesn't matter if the stress is from a huge work deadline or just a tiny little worrying thought that pops into your head. Your brain sees it as a challenge, and in response, it sends out this one powerful, very simple command to the rest of your body. That's it. Just 2 words. Get ready. And that single command kicks off this whole chain reaction that's designed for one reason and one reason only: to keep you safe. And this whole process is what scientists call the fight or flight response. Now, the key thing to get here is that this is totally natural and completely automatic. It's not something you choose to do, it's this deep-seated survival instinct. And it's triggered by a part of your brain that basically acts like a smoke detector for any kind of threat. So how does that get ready command actually work? It's a really cool chemical chain reaction. First, your brain senses stress. Then it floods your body with hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. And finally, those hormones give your heart the signal to speed up, pumping more oxygen to your muscles so you're ready to either fight the threat or, run away from it. Now, maybe you've noticed that this whole sensation feels a little stronger as you've gotten older. If you have, you are not imagining it. There's a very real biological reason our bodies can react more intensely as we age. Okay, so here's the main difference. When you're younger, your body is super efficient at flushing out those stress hormones like adrenaline. But as we get into our 40s and beyond, those hormones can actually hang around in our system a little bit longer, and that means the physical feelings of stress can last longer too. So just to sum it up, as we get older, a few things are happening. Our heart can become more sensitive to those stress signals, it takes us a little more time to recover and feel calm again, and our whole nervous system can be quicker to hit that get ready alarm button in the first place. And this is so important to remember. This is not a defect. It doesn't mean you're weaker or that anything's broken. It is a totally natural shift. Your body is simply becoming more responsive to the world, and that is perfectly okay. So let's talk about what's actually flipping that switch. Because, it's often not some huge crisis. It's usually the small, everyday things that can create this little feedback loop between our mind and our body. Just take a look at this list. Does any of this sound familiar? I mean, worrying about family, rushing to get out the door, not getting enough sleep, even something as simple as not drinking enough water can do it. Sometimes just getting lost in your own thoughts is enough to send that get ready signal. And this is where we can get kind of stuck. It starts with a worrying thought, which kicks off the physical feeling, that faster heartbeat. But then we notice our heart is beating fast, and that triggers a new thought, like, oh no, why is my heart racing? Is something wrong? And that second thought acts like a brand new trigger, and boom, you're stuck in a loop. Just understanding this loop is the first step to breaking out of it. Okay, so now for the best part. What can you actually do in that moment to find some calm? Let's look at a simple, gentle toolkit that you can use anytime, anywhere. All right, let's just walk through these gentle techniques. First, deep belly breathing. This sends a direct message to your nervous system that you're safe. Second, consciously let your shoulders drop. We hold so much tension there. Third, just sip some water. Even a little bit of dehydration can kick off a stress response. Fourth, just sit down for a moment and rest your mind. You can even close your eyes. And finally, if you can, turn down the noise or dim the lights. Just give your system a break from all the stimulation.
The really beautiful thing about these techniques is just how simple and fast they are. You don't need any special equipment or a bunch of time. A lot of the time, just doing one or two of these simple things can help you feel better in just a few minutes. So let's end on this really powerful idea. The next time you feel your heart start to race because of stress, try to remember this. It's not your body failing you, it is your body protecting you. It's doing the exact job it has evolved to do for thousands and thousands of years.
And that brings us to a final question, just for you to think about. Looking at your day today, what is one simple, gentle thing you can do for your heart and for your own well-being? Thanks so much for joining me.